official. One of Hollywood's most famous on-again, off-again relationship is off again.
Aww.
Jennifer Lopez and husband Ben Affleck are officially parting ways. According to an entry on the Los Angeles Superior Court docket, Jennifer filed for dissolution of their 2-year marriage in Los Angeles today, which coincides with the anniversary of their Riceboro, Georgia set wedding ceremony in 2022. Now, this couple met over 20 years ago on the set of a movie called Gigli. While the movie tanked, their relationship grew. They got engaged, then they called off the wedding. They had relationships and children with other spouses. Then Bennifer, which is what they were tagged, came back together in 2021. But I guess it wasn't to be.
You know, we've seen him all around Hollywood and the different places. And even when he was with her,
yes.
I mean, they actually both look miserable together. I mean, she kind of puts on a face. She can, you know,
she puts on the smile.
You have to, right? Yeah. But he just looked despondent every time he was with her. So it's like, I guess maybe his spirit was broken. I don't know.
I think when they're together, there's the two of them, they're fine. But once they're in the public eye and the public scrutiny, I think that's what just eats away their relationship. And I feel really sad because I really want relationships to work.
Yeah, I just don't want his relationship with the Batman suit to reconnect because he was the worst Batman in the history of Batman. And and George Clooney was on Batman. That's saying a lot.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you so much for your candid review of Batman.
Yeah, how do you really feel, David D?
Yeah. Well, speaking of candid, this brother was being very candid. In a recent interview, Dolphins quarterback and local boy Tua Tagovailoa gave a candid review of his former head coach, Brian Flores, and the review was not good, saying Flores was a, quote, terrible person, end quote. He talked about the differences in coaching styles, that the negativity from Flores is a far cry from his current head coach, Mike McDaniel, who inspires with positivity, so much so that you start to believe the good he says. And apparently, it shows in his work on the field. In 2 years under Flores, Tua played 23 games with 27 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, battled injuries and inconsistency issues. Contrast that to the short time he's been with McDaniel since January of 2022, in which Miami made the playoffs both years. Tua started all 17 games in his last season and led the NFL with 4,264 passing yards. So apparently, positive coaching works.
You should maybe...
Yeah, so talk nice to me. Okay,
I was going to say,
I got you first.
You got me first. I was right there. Shucks. That's okay.
And finally, while Star Wars series on Disney Plus have gained a massive fanship like The Mandalorian and the animated Clone Wars and Rebels, The Acolyte is not one of them. Lucasfilm has chosen not to continue with the Star Wars Disney Plus series. The 8-episode first season was released between June and July. The show was controversial over its casting diversity, alleged breaking of Star Wars canon, and accusations by some fans of being woke. It was also heavily review bombed with just an 18% audience score. So The Acolyte also had a reportedly massive budget of $180 million. That's $22.5 million an episode.
Wow. That's just a little bit more than we have per episode.
Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Yep. Well, now the Hollywood Reporter cites, lower viewership. It's just the reason why they're not greenlighting a second season.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because, I mean, I love Star Wars.
Me too.
And the whole Star Wars, all the different galaxies.
Did you watch The Acolyte?
Not at all. Because I think some of the fans are saying it's just too woke. We just want to be entertained. Like, Deadpool and Wolverine. That was just straight up entertainment. That was just good fun. You go to the movie for have good fun. That was fun.
Yes, that's true.
All right, mahalo, Lina Girl. We appreciate that. Now, today, again, is National Radio Day. So here's the You So Ako My question.